happens when you manifest a desire that is not authentic to you? That's what we'll be exploring in this video, where I will be sharing with you 2 stories where I was lured in and hooked by false ego-driven desires, actually manifested them, and it ended up having consequences in my life. So the first story is where I was manifesting a specific person. And this specific person, right, was someone that I previously tried to manifest, but I was too attached, too needy, too limerent. Like, I really craved this person to increase my status. Like, I wanted to walk down the street with this person by my side and feel good about myself and feel attractive and beautiful. Like, hey, I have this amazing partner right next to me. This started when we met while playing pool at a party. So I was there trying to learn how to play pool, billiards, whatever you call it. And he showed up and he taught me how to play, which was very nice. Like, oh, you should hit it this way. No, hit it like that. Angle it like this. And I got better at that skill over time. I was actually winning in pool. And so that was how we started a bond at first. And eventually, as time passed by, one day I was like, okay, wow, I really, really like him. I want to manifest him. I want to be in a relationship with him. And I was just giggling and feeling all these bubbly feelings, like, wow, it feels so good. It feels so positive. I really like his company. And then one day, as we were hanging out, he said something which immediately gave me a red flag in my body. I felt uncomfortable. I felt icked out at what he said. And it was a very big red flag. But there was a voice in my head saying, it's okay. Even if he's not perfect, maybe he can get better. Even though our values don't align, I think it might work out because I feel excited around him. And this wasn't a sense of ease and feeling comforted in my body. The feeling I got around him as I sat next to him and he was telling me random stuff about his day was one where I was afraid and insecure, like, does he like me? Does he not? Does he like me? Does he not? I was getting hot and cold signals from him. One day, I remember he would reach out, he would smile at me, he would be talking to me about a random thing, and like he ran up to me and all, and I was standing there with a smile on my face. The next day, while I put my hand up to say hi, he would turn away and not care. Or be distant from me when I said, hey, what's wrong? What's up? I had an anxious attachment at that time, which I didn't realize. And eventually one day, I was bold and I made a move, only to be met with him like apologetically smiling at me and saying, yeah, I would rather be alone right now, sorry. And it wasn't like a confession that I gave. It was more like me initiating boldly, like, hey, do you want to hang out? And with that, I gave up. I left him behind. We met a couple months later again, after having a long break. I was walking outside in my neighborhood. We lived in the same neighborhood. Casually chatting with my friend. And then we locked eyes. He was playing soccer there with a bunch of other kids. He approached me. We talked again for a little bit, and he was warm. He was open. And then I realized that I wanted to manifest him again. This time, I would be conscious with my intention and use the law of assumption like Neville Goddard taught. Day after day after day, there was progress, there were signs. He was interested, he was approaching me now, when in the past it was usually me initiating. I was walking down around my neighborhood one day, and he ran up to me, and he asked me if I wanted to go to this club of his. To which I was a little nervous, like, I don't know if I'm free that day, and then I said no. And finally, my manifestation was successful. He was approaching me. He was interested. But one day it all changed when the same red flag ick that I got the last time I talked to him, this time he displayed that red flag again, which heavily icked me out. And I realized I didn't want to be with him. Ever. I didn't want to be with a person like this. And that red flag, right? You may be wondering, what is that ick? It was simply that he was not kind. He's not kind. He would act in a manipulative way, a nice guy way, to please the people he wanted to. But the people who were below him, right? He was cruel to them. He was not kind. He saw himself as superior. And it's such a simple trait. Kindness, right? And he didn't have that. So I was like, there's no point. There's no point in me trying to manifest him. And I thought about, what if I manifested trying to change him? I thought that for a moment. And then I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was thinking about all of this. And I realized I spent so much mental energy, so much focus, energy, time in order to attract him. I am not gonna put like double the amount. I'm not gonna put any more mental energy trying to change him. I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm just not gonna do it. Because here's the thing with manifestation, right? In manifestation, it's easier to attract a general vague idea of a partner that you want rather than trying to change someone's quality. And I heavily don't recommend it, because when you try to change someone, you are going, this is common sense, this is so basic. You're going to focus on the aspects of them that haven't changed. You're going to be needy, you're going to be attached. And first of all, there are so many other fish in the sea. So many people out there that are better than you could have hoped for. And by you only focusing on one person, you're narrowing yourself down. And frankly, honestly, you want that particular person. I realized, like, I wanted him in particular because I didn't believe anyone better could come, because I was insecure in God's ability to give me something better. I was insecure in the fact that if he left, my life would be dull, monotone, and boring again. That was something I had to heal, so which I did. And then eventually I realized, like, oh my God, I am never going to manifest a specific person ever again. And I realized that in a way, like the first time it didn't work out between us, God was protecting me from him. God was like, oh my God, he's not right for you. Boom, here's this red flag ick. So you know he's not right for you, sweetie. Dear, he's not good for you. Boom, I'm going to make him reject you a little bit so you pull away and you don't talk to him anymore. Okay, sweetie? Because this is all to protect you. That's how God was like. And then I was like, no, I still want him. I still want to manifest him. And God's like, sweetie, do you really want to? If you really do want to, then fine. I don't think it's worth it, but okay, he will come. And then I manifested him, and then I realized, like, this is not right. This is not meant for you. I feel empty inside, and I feel drained because it was such a big waste of my time, my thoughts, my focus, and my energy. And this is something very important I want you to realize with inauthentic, ego-driven desires. They tempt you. They're like luring you in with like beautiful, shiny bait. You're like a little fish in the lake, okay? And they're trying to lure you in with this beautiful, delicious looking bait so they can just hook you. And that ego desire, right, can just suck away all your energy, your mental energy. And eventually you're going to feel empty. You're going to feel lost. You're going to feel like what you manifested wasn't worth it. And honestly, I don't regret meeting him, and I don't regret that it didn't work out. I don't regret manifesting him either. Because it taught me a very important lesson to never, ever, ever manifest and attract someone from my ego. And it taught me how to identify false ego desires as well, which I'll be getting into in this video. You'll find out more as we go along the video. And number one is that the desire is born out of your need to feel prestigious. It is trying to fulfill a need within you to make you feel important, to make you feel like you have status or whatever. In the beginning, I mentioned I tried to mainly attract him because I would want to tell my friends, like, hey, I have a partner now, and he's like this, he's so incredible, he's so like all the positive qualities about him that were superficial, blah, blah, blah. That's the main reason I wanted him in the first place, just because I thought being in a relationship was something that was prestigious. And I wanted to make myself feel more important. But importance only comes when you actually let go of the need to make yourself feel important. You get more respect from other people, you feel better about yourself and more high status when you let go of the urge to make yourself seem important, and you're okay with not trying to make yourself important. So, observing my story, number one, prestige is a quality of a false desire. And the opposite, right? You can just do the opposite for finding authentic desires. Your authentic desire should not be born out of prestige. It is born from your heart, from your soul. And the next quality about false desire is that you do it in order to fill a void within you. You think, if I manifest this thing, I'm good enough. If I get that thing, then I am worthy. If I get a bunch of money, if I get this partner, whatever, then it means that I'm lovable. I'm doing something productive with my life. I'm actually worthy of being a human being. But the truth is, you're inherently worthy. You're perfect as you are. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to change anything about yourself to be loved, to manifest your desires. You don't have to do anything. You're perfect as you are. And now looking at my notes, right? Obviously, like you can tell, a big quality that an ego-driven desire results in, the consequence, is that you end up feeling emptiness within. You end up feeling numb, like this is a waste of time. It's like you put your effort towards something, you're working towards a goal really, really, really hard, and then finally when you get that goal right, it turns out you didn't even want it in the first place. And when you truly stop choosing desires based on what other people tell you is cool, based on what other people tell you you should be, you should do, you should want, then that's when your heart will tell you what your heart truly wants. That's when you can finally find authentic desires, special to you, unique to your path. And I want to move on to the next story, where I was manifesting an award, a prestigious award at my private school back when I was still in school. And this award was for getting like the top best grades in this one super competitive exam. So my private school was giving out like very prestigious awards for, okay, whichever student at our school scores the highest, the number one rank, will get this award, this recognition, all of that stuff. And I remember years ago, I was sitting at my school's auditorium next to my mom. And I was looking at the stage where they were conducting an award ceremony for the previous year's best top student. A couple hours later, the teachers finally, they pulled out a screen on the auditorium stage where the picture of the previous year's best student, got the highest grades, won the award, was there. And on the stage, there were these huge, beautiful trophies, these gorgeous metal trophies. There were around like 3. And all these 3 trophies, as I was staring at it, like hypnotized, were for the academic performer. And my mom next to me, she was like, oh my God, look at those trophies. Those look so cool. And the teachers on stage, as I watched, were clapping and congratulating the winner. And then the winner, she got on stage, received her trophies, and then was getting like a standing ovation where everyone was clapping for her in the auditorium, like, good job. You got the best grades. You won the prize. As I was staring at that, I was extremely moved inside. And I thought, I want to be that. I want to do that. I want to get that award too. Because it was beautiful to me. Getting that award meant respect. Getting that award meant other people liking you. Getting that award meant approval from your parents, approval from your teachers, all of those things. And months and months and months passed by. As the months were moving by, I remember late into the night, I had my textbook open in front of me, and I was highlighting and studying, all in preparation for that one exam, so I could be the top student. A day in my life would be me scheduling study times throughout the day, and my routine was like 90% studying, or 80%. And of course, there were times when I did get sick because of how much I was overworking myself. I was laying in my bed, I was sneezing, I had a huge fever, but I would still crack open my book and highlight and study. There was like this fire within me that was telling me we need to win, we need to be the best. We can do it, we can be the best. We're going to get that trophy, we're going to get that applause. And in school, as I gave right answers to a test, and for like the practice test, my teacher gave me my test score back, and I was like, oof, 100%, nice. And the teacher would be like, good job, you did so great. All of that positive feedback started fueling my hunger to win more and more and more. Started to plant the seed of desire within me more and more and more. And at that time, I did know about manifestation, and I was practicing it consciously, and I wanted to manifest the desire, thinking that it would give me the joy I wanted. And in the process, of course, just quickly, I wanted to say, of manifesting my first desire, manifesting the second, right? These are inauthentic desires, but they have basically the same principles of manifesting an authentic desire. And that's what I teach in my Mindset and Habits Masterclass, aka my program, The Co-Creator's Path. So if you want to check it out, you can. It is currently fully uploaded, fully ready, and at a really good rate right now. So you can do that. And by the way, I have limited time, 1-to-1 30-minute free coaching spots open. So if you want to check that out as well, you can click the link on my page and sign up for that. But let's get back to the story, right? And I was going through it a lot. I was studying my butt off. I was doing all those things. I tried to brainwash myself into thinking I was having fun, even though I wasn't. I was like super drained and stressed, but I tried to condition myself to have fun with it. Just try to trick myself, like, yeah, we're doing great, yeah, but no. And so, finally, at the end of the school year, I completed all the exams, every single one. I completed all of them, and I was leaving. It was summer vacation now, and I was going home on my bus. I felt proud of myself, and I felt like, whew, finally glad that's over. Right? And I was enjoying my summer vacation at my grandma's house, hugging them, spending time with my family. And I got a text message from my friend. I picked up my phone, looked at my text message, clicked on her contact, and it was her congratulating me for winning the award because I ranked number 1. And as I was reading that text, I realized, like, I got what I wanted, but instantly emptiness. Instantly. Oh, okay. That's it. It's over. That's it. And I remember thinking to myself, like, as my family around me was congratulating me, they were hugging me, they were praising me, there was just like this deep, deep, deep sense of emptiness and the sense that I did something wrong. Because this desire of mine was simply born out of me feeling obligated to manifest it. Of me feeling the obligation to be a good kid and get good grades and be a good student, because that's what my parents told me, that's what my school told me, that's what I was told would make you successful. But deep inside, I knew this wasn't even aligned with the future I wanted to create. Like, heck, this award, it wouldn't even help me with my future goals at all. I just did it for the sake of getting it. I just got it. It was so stupid now that I think about it, but as I was just sitting there surrounded by my family hugging me and praising me, I was like, seriously? I spent like a year of my life studying my butt off for this stupid shiny trophy. And yes, it was dread, and yes, I felt a little uncomfortable. Yeah, I felt sad afterwards. And then the award ceremony that I was so hypnotized by, I experienced that now. Now I was on stage receiving my award, receiving the trophies. But it was a fake smile, of course, because it wasn't truly fulfillment. And so with this, I want you to realize, never ever manifest something because you feel obligated to want it. If you don't truly want it, you don't have to manifest it. Do not manifest something just because you think you should do it. I should get good grades, so I'm going to do it. I should, I don't know, whatever example it is. I should manifest going down this career path because that's what would earn the approval of my family. I should manifest getting this house because that's what would earn the approval of blah, 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 blah. That's what would make me an acceptable member of society and not a lowlife. And I honestly believe if I could go back and do it all over again, like if I could time travel, I would not have manifested that desire. I would have been okay like being an average student or even below average. Because then it would have freed up time to take care of my health, which was so bad at that time, which gave me so many consequences afterwards. Like researching something I was really interested in, manifesting a desire I was actually into, like becoming more healthy, becoming fit, or doing a hobby that was authentic to me, like dancing or drawing, or working on a passion project of mine, like doing my own creative business, becoming more open to life, going out in nature more. Even if it did risk disapproving other people, as long as I was true to my heart and made my heart sing, I knew that I wouldn't face that many obstacles and people would just leave me alone after a bit. And a lot of people, they're afraid, like, if I don't manifest this, if I don't go down this path, that I'm going to get disapproval from others. And the thing is, when you are on your own path, your true path, and manifesting desires that are authentic to you, that beautiful energy that you get of having your heart be so happy, of having a true desire being manifested in your reality and created, it is going to repel and push away those people from you. They're going to like be repelled by your energy field. Your energy field is going to literally protect you from disapproval. Of course, sometimes like it might happen, like sometimes people might come in and judge you or whatever. But as long as you just stay calm and let it go and not be affected, it's not going to show up in your reality anymore. And I truly believe it's better for you to manifest something authentic to you. It will give you more success, more happiness, more peace, and you will even make the world a better place if you do it because you're being authentic, than to manifest a false desire drilled into you by someone else. It could be social media telling you that, oh, athletes have got it all. You should be an athlete so you can earn the approval of so many people. You'll be rich. You'll be famous. You should go down the athlete path and manifest being an athlete. Or, oh no, you have to manifest being successful in this high-paying career. You have to. Because that means you are worthy and you're not a lowlife and you're not a deadbeat. So you got to do that. Or maybe all the pressure, truly, if it's not meant for you, like if you get a lot of pressure from society to like get into a relationship, do this, be with someone already, but you don't truly want that. If you do manifest that, you're just going to end up feeling empty and drained. It's better for you to be alone, stick to your true desires, even if it's different, because that will make the world a much more better place. But if you manifest a false desire, you will feel empty. You'll lower the vibration of the world. And your heart will feel trampled upon. And so with that being said, right, these are the two stories I have for you that actually happened, that are real, and I've made peace with them. Of course, I've seen this as a teaching moment. I truly believe everything happens in our favor to help us realize something, to understand something. And these two stories, I hope you can learn from them too, to choose your desires wisely, okay? And in summary, right, I'm giving you like a quick summary of what to be aware of. Never manifest a desire out of prestige or out of trying to feel important, trying to make yourself feel important. Allow yourself, let go of the need to make yourself important. Let go of the urge to do that. And naturally, importance will come to you. Naturally, you will earn more self-respect. Naturally, you will become an important person when you let that go. Number 2, right? Never, ever feel obligated to manifest this desire. Never, ever think, I'm a good person. I'm a good child. I'm a good student. So I should do this. I should manifest that. Never, ever do that, okay? Never. If you want to be, like for me, I wanted to be a good daughter and get good grades. So my parents would feel better about me. But they truly unconditionally love me as a parent should. And I didn't need to win approval by manifesting that desire in the first place and waste years. Okay? So never ever think, oh, I'm a good person, so I should manifest this if you don't truly want to. Like something I see all the time is like people conditioning children, oh, you should go into this medical field, or you should go into this, you should be a lawyer or something. You should do these career paths because you'll get to help so many people. You'll get to save lives if you're a doctor. You'll get to help a lot of people save money if you're a lawyer. If you're in finance, you can help so many people do this. Never, ever, ever feel obligated to be kind, because that is not kindness at that point. That is deceptive. So if someone's telling you to desire something or go down a path and do something out of, if you do this, you're a good person, don't listen to them. Don't do it. If someone tells you, oh, you should do this, then it means like you can be successful. Don't listen to them, okay? Listen to the inner voice within and actually truly want the desire for yourself. Not want it because other people told you you should want it. It's kind of like when a lot of like people, like a lot of kids, like middle schoolers, elementary schoolers, whatever, they all usually dress in the same way because that's what's trendy or whatever. And they dress in that same way. They have like the same little, the water bottles or the keychains or toys or whatever, because they think if I buy that, if I get that, then it means I'm high status and other kids will look at me and think I'm cool. Never, ever, ever do that, because when you do get that thing, you're going to feel empty and you've wasted time, action, and resources on it, maybe money even. If you don't know what you want currently, and if you are suspicious that the desires you're trying to manifest are actually not authentic to you, and maybe because of external influences, just calm down, breathe, let it all go, and practice looking at internally and seeing what you truly like in the world. Not what other people like you. Like, take a break from social media, just figure out what you, your inner child, truly likes in the world, truly likes to do, truly likes to music to listen to, whatever it is. So yeah, that is all I have for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.